What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Shred Beer Company, and they're out of Rocklin, California, and this is their Mad Skillz Pils. So this is a German-style Pilsner that comes in at 5.2% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed, time of review, and this can is just over 1 month old. I'm going to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a friend of mine and fellow BeerTuber, Joe Senigaglia, for this beer, so huge thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to both the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies that Joe sent my way, along with a link to Joe's channel. Joe has some fantastic content on his channel, and he's an even better person. Case in point, out of nowhere, he sent me a surprise beer mail that included 12 beers from the West Coast. 9 of those were unique, and 5 of them were from Shred, which I've never had any beers from Shred until now, and it's been quite a journey going through all these beers. But the Shred beers, the first 2 that I reviewed, really good, and I'm super excited to get in this one. So I have reviewed a West Coast IPA from them, a hazy IPA, and now we got a German-style Pilsner. And I love the color scheme of this beer. They have, DJ spinning records and whatnot. So this, to me, reminds me of basically the early 90s, this color scheme. Like, it's just fantastic. I love it. Shred makes some fantastic labels for their beers as well. So anyway, it's a German-style Pilsner. I'm going to crack it open, get it into the glass, and see what we got going on here. Now, I think I'm going to post 2 beer reviews today from Shred. I have 2 more from Joe. One of them is called Hop Suey. It's a West Coast double IPA. And Hop Suey sounds delicious, and considering this is only 5.2%, I thought I could probably sneak in another beer. And if I do so, I'm going to post both of these on the same day. This one will get posted in the morning, and that Hop Suey will get posted in the evening. So we'll do a double feature of Shred today, most likely. Don't hold me to it, but most likely. Anyway, how does this one look? Well, it looks like a lager. So it has that beautiful golden straw color. It's going to probably look darker on camera, but in person, very light and vibrant. You really can't see, or you can't see through it. The clarity, I was going to say, the clarity's through the roof, but there's very minuscule, like fine particulates. But yeah, it's the clarity's through the roof. Hold it up to the light. Nice carbonation. Has just over a finger of I'd say a bright white, slightly soap sudsy looking head, but it has a little bit of a creaminess look to it as well. But that looks like a beautiful German-style Pils, and I love that the head is sticking around. Beautiful. Let's get a nose. Yeah, I mean, ooh, hang on. Oh, so I was gonna say, oh yeah, it smells like a German-style Pils. It does. Has a little bit more of that like lager funk, that sulfur kind of note. It's more like a moderate kind of sulfur note, which I don't get a lot with American brewed German Pilsners. But yeah, it has that crackery malt sensation that's more, I would say, of a like almost slightly toasted crackery. Yeah, crackery malt. A little bit of breadiness. There's like a lemon zest. Maybe a touch of like a red apple core. I say that occasionally, but like as you get closer to the core of a red apple, like that's the aroma I'm getting. It's like a little bit more, I don't know how to explain that exactly in beer terms, but it just, as you're eating on an apple, as you get closer to the core, each bite you go in for, like that, just that aroma was what I'm getting here. And it has this nice floral, slightly spicy and herbaceous kind of hop character. Yeah, it smells extremely well made. Let's get into it. Prost, everybody. Thanks again, Joe. Yeah, I dig this. Oh yeah, I dig this. The body on this is the surprising thing. 5.2%. It's not thin, it's not watery, and you don't expect that. I mean, German-style Pils have good bodies, but it's even a little bit bigger than that. It's like medium, maybe a touch over medium for 5.2%. It doesn't impede the drinkability. Like it's still light enough on the body to be a crusher, but I just like the slightly bigger body. Got a lot of sirens going by tonight. I don't know what's going on out there. The mouthfeel, very crisp, super clean on the palate. Moderate carbonation, maybe a touch over. I like it. The taste, right up front, tons of that like almost slightly toasted, crackery malt character. There's a nice hefty breadiness that almost reminds me of like a Helles lager, where that, I love German Helles lagers, authentic ones, German-style Helles lagers from the States. I just love the complex, bready malt character that I seem to pick up on. This has like nuances of that, right? because I think like there's a bready malt character here that's a little bit more rich and there's a depth to it, but definitely that toasted kind of crackery malt character is kind of leading the way. Halfway through the palate, I get that like lemon zest, lemon rind, lemon pith. It's more of like a bittering lemon than anything. I also get a touch of that red apple core. It's not too big. I think it was a little bit more prominent in the note. Now that sulfur note carried over, but it's a little bit lighter on the palate. And it finishes with more of like a floral kind of spicy hop character. This is semi to full on dry, kind of smack dab in the middle. Has a nice moderate bitterness. This is the reason why a lot of folks, did I just put this back? No, I always feel like this is the front of the label and it's this. And I was like, oh, did I put that backwards on? No, you didn't, Joe. You just don't know what the fuck you're doing. The reason why a lot of people like German-style Pilsners is it usually has like a perceived kind of like moderate hop character as opposed to like a little bit lighter from like a Czech style. I've always preferred Czech style Pilsners because I sometimes the bitterness can be a little bit too much if I'm drinking a couple of them. This is, while it's there and it's noticeable, it's more moderate, right? 5.2%, you can't taste it. It has a really good balance between all that malt sweetness and then that floral spicy hop character on the finish. Very well balanced. Really nice. This is really nice. It's not blowing my mind, but to be honest with you, a lot of Pilsners in general do not blow my mind. And I know for a lot of lager fans out there, some do. And I've had a couple that have kind of blown me away. This is just extremely well brewed, well made, well executed. I'm pretty much getting everything that I think you should kind of get out of the style. And yeah. Stylistically, I'd give this like a 4.75 if we're being honest. Like this is one of the better like by the book German-style Pilsners brewed here in the States that I've had the pleasure of trying. There's others that have been better, but this is like to the T. Like just because it's by the book doesn't necessarily mean for me it's going to be my preference. There's some, like, again, I think, and again, the style doesn't dictate it, but if that breadiness was more in like the hellish range, but you had a little bit more of that bitterness you get with a German-style Pilsner, like, I think this would be much more enjoyable to my palate personally, but I got to give him credit. This is fucking really well brewed and damn tasty. So, Mad Skillz Pils from Shred, absolutely, I was going to say it again, absolutely zero issues. I say it a lot. I'm going to give this I'm going to go high 4.25, I'm going to go 4.35. I think this is fucking delicious. It really is. And it's tough to get a 4.35 out of a German Pilsner for me personally. It just is. My preference is Czech style. And I really enjoy this one. I really do. I think it's just extremely well balanced for kind of what I'm looking for out of the style. I think they just did a fantastic job with it. And then I'm giving them brownie points for the color scheme of this one, and maybe the whole vibe and theme to the label as a whole. Like I think that's what's going on here. I'm giving them a little extra, brownie points. Anyway, price point availability. I have no idea. So if anybody out there knows, I would hope these are a little bit cheaper, obviously, than their hop forward beers. And Shred's in Rocklin, California, so you probably get their stuff in and around there at the brewery. I don't know. If anybody again out there knows about price point and availability, post in the comment section. So huge thanks to Joe for this beer. If you've had this beer or any kind of other lager from Shred, let me know. Or let's just say this: what's your favorite German style Pilsner? Let's just not say authentic German Pils from Germany. Let's say a German-style Pilsner brewed from an American brewery. What is your favorite? So yeah, thank you, Joe, once again for this beer. Like I said, I'm probably going to go and review that Hop Suey in a couple hours, and I'll post them on the same day. Looking forward to that one, West Coast Double IPA. I think it has Mosaic Strata in Nelson, I think it is. I think that's what it is. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, thanks to Joe. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers. Extremely clean beer, so crushable. I love it. Prost.